Alright guys, so today we're going to work getting the mount position and adjusting the transition from low mount transitioning into a better, which is a higher mount. Okay, so technically we don't just want to just bring our feet up and then the person's going to underhook, or the person's going to trap and roll, or even the person's going to elbow escape, putting us in the guard or half guard position. When we have the mount position, like I said many times, it's because I've passed this guard. I got maybe knee on belly or even side control, Gatame, but then I transition into the mount position. That took a lot of work, obviously, okay, because passing the guard is not easy. So once you have the mount position, you've gained a lot of points, maybe 3 points for the pass. Even if you had 2 points for the takedown, that's even more. Okay, if you stuck a knee on belly, you get an extra 2 points. Or if you stabilize side control and then you get the mount position, there's another 4 points. So there's a lot of accumulation, but we don't want to get stuck again in the half guard or back into the full guard. Usually when I land, I'm going to be hip to hip. All right, so the moment I get the mount, I need to stabilize for 3 seconds. So the referee gives me my 4 points. So the guy's going to be fighting to put me back in the elbow escape, like the half guard or the full guard. Number one is I'm going to bring my hips low and I'm going to widen my base with my knees. That way there I'm heavier. But I'm also going to bring my feet together underneath his hamstrings, like this. One. So either the feet are touching or sometimes you can even cross them like you're locking the guard. Okay? So what this is going to do is, number one, if you try to push my leg, it's going to be harder for him to push my leg. Okay, because now they're locked together. Okay, plus when I start to do this, I'm also in a sprawling position. That means a lot more weight is on my knees, so it's heavier. Okay, and I use my hands to kind of push with my palms. It's almost like my weight's being driven a little bit more on my knees. So as hard as he wants to push, even if it was two-handed, it's going to be difficult for him to put this leg in between his legs. Okay, but I can't stay here forever. This is one position that's kind of like, you know, to stall a little bit, just to see where I'm at and then choose the attacks. But now we're gonna first transition to a higher mount. So if I wanna get higher, so I'm not sitting on top of his hips, I wanna bring my knees into the armpits. So I don't wanna just crawl up. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna use the palm and bring his elbow up so I create some space. Once this one comes up, I unlock my feet, but the knee follows, see? I get right to here. And then I'll post and I'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Grab the tricep or the elbow, bring it up, bring both knees up, and now I stabilize the position from here. Once I'm here, I have 2 choices. Number one, posting on the mat like this to cause a reaction. Of course, when I'm here, he's going to try to do something. He's going to push on my chest, try the elbow escape, try to wiggle himself back up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm also going to add some additional control. I'm going to post one on top of his head like this. I love to do this all the time because when he tries to wiggle back up, I stop his momentum. He can't move back up. Okay? And then other option is also to hook behind the neck like this and then put the hand either on top, hold the bicep, or just post it outside, whichever you prefer. Okay? Posting it outside, you make sure you're very wide and not close so it doesn't trap. You're very high, very wide on an angle. And if you keep it tight, hold the bicep like you're holding a choke and just hold the position on top of his head, or just post like this. Okay? Whichever you're comfortable. We got the mount position, hip to hip. Your partner's gonna try to push your legs, so you sprawl and you cross your toes, cross your feet, like you're locking the guard. Number one is gonna be this position. Now feel that position, you know you have a good control. More weight is on the knees. Number two, I gotta get a higher mount. 1, post, 2, then we get to here. If I feel the guy's wiggling back up, so we're gonna have his hips under my hips, so I post on top of his head like this. We adjust, and sometimes I even go behind the neck, hold here, hold here. So you're stuffing all your weight on the face. It's not comfortable. So that way there, it's hard for him to bridge because it's like a 2x4 behind the neck. Can't bridge effectively. Or if he's trying to wiggle, I just post here first and I adjust. I get higher. Okay? Transitioning from low mount to high mount, but having a tight control. Okay? Let's try.